How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is In the Paint, and I am your host, Jay. Check it out, man. NBA star All-Star game produced a record scoring in a forgettable blowout. Yeah, I just saw the score of the NBA All-Star game. I thought that was a crazy score. I have no idea. When I told you in the other video that these people don't play no defense, it has come to an all-time low in this game, the All-Star game. These people don't play no freaking defense, man. Okay, along with the super teams and these cats not playing defense like in olden days when Magic, Jordan, and Bird was playing. These people don't play no defense. Okay, and it's simple as that. They don't play no defense. Okay, along with the super teams, they're gonna destroy the freaking game. I guarantee you. It's just terrible. Why do anybody go to the All-Star game? Why? Everybody's standing around and they scoring unbelievable points. Like I saw it was 211 to 106 victory over the Western Conference on Sunday night. 211, man. The 186. That is insane. Okay, and the commissioner, I'm telling you, the commissioner, you gotta pull some rules or something like that. During the regular season, he has to put some kind of a more tax lien or salary cap thing on the league so people can freaking play defense or do something about the salaries, because that's a factor too. These cats are getting paid more than anybody I've ever seen. They come close to a billionaire in some cases. LeBron James is a billionaire still playing basketball. Okay, now here's an article about the situation in the Washington Post, and that score of 211 to 186 is freaking ridiculous. I don't think I would be able to look at a game like that. I mean, defense is part of the game. That's what makes it exciting. That's what makes it challenging. That's what makes it you gotta put the heart in the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to put the heart in the game. You have to play defense, and these cats don't play no defense, and they're destroying the game. Okay, now I'm gonna read this article right here, and I'm gonna show you what this article is saying in the Washington Post. Indianapolis, the NBA hopes for more intense competitive All-Star games instead. It got a record-setting scoring explosion in a forgettable blowout that unexpectedly ended with a wave of boos. Of course it did. Of course it did. Why don't you just leave the court when the team comes down, sit down, let them score, and the other team do the same damn thing? You might as well do that. It don't even make no darn sense. Okay? That many points is insane. Milwaukee Bucks guard Damian Lillard and Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton led the East Conference to a 211, mind-boggling, 186 victory over the Western Conference on Sunday night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The East was the first team in All-Star game history to score at least 200 points, demolishing the previous record of 196 set by the West in 2016. The two teams' combined score of 397 points was also a record. Total obliteration and nonsense. I've seen this happen during some other All-Star games in the past where these cats they used to play defense and they stopped playing defense. Alright? Defense is part of the game. Some of these cats know how to play some marvelous defense, but they ain't show it in the All-Star game. That is part of the game. The East Commander performance qualified as a surprise given that the West loaded roster featured 3 MVPs: LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Nikola Jokic. What kind of nonsense is that? You got 3 of these unbelievable superstars who won MVPs and they lost the damn game. And this starting lineup and a 4th, Stephen Curry, coming off the bench, but the East younger legs and hot outside shooting were more than enough to overcome the on-paper talent disparity as Lillard and Halliburton combined to make 21 threes. Lillard, who won the 3-point contest, and Halliburton, who led a Pacers trio to victory in the skills challenge, carried over their momentum from the All-Star Saturday. By Midwest through the third quarter, the only drama was which of the East starting guard would take home the MVP. Okay. Snubbing prompt load boos from the home crowd. That is no surprise. Okay. I expected the boos, said Lillard, who was the All-Star Game team for the first time in his 8th appearance. We're in hometown, his building. He had a great game, but it's an honor anytime you have this type of experience enough. You want to be the All-Star Game MVP. Being able to come out with this is a special accomplishment. There is no freaking accomplishment when you don't play no damn D. Okay? I could have went either way, said Boston Celtics forward Jason Tatum, who won the All-Star MVP award last year. Dame put on a show. I was happy for him. It was cool. I could take a back seat this year and get to enjoy the show a little bit. The NBA spent months making concerted efforts to put more compelling shows after the 2023 All-Star Game in Salt Lake City was panned for its lack of intensity. That contest suffered from the related lack of heading star power. Curry, Durant were sidelined with injuries, while James and Giannis played limited minutes with dubious health concerns. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said Saturday that the league met with the nation's Basketball Players Association to explore tweaks that would help increase buy-in from stars who are pulled in many different directions during All-Star Weekend. The league brain trust concluded that the simpler was better, choosing to return to the traditional Eastern versus Western format rather than having 2 captains drafted the roster and reverting to a stand 4-quarter format instead of an LM ending, which used a complicated target scoring approach. In addition, the league trimmed down the pre-game festival by introducing the players on the court rather than on an elaborate stage that featured Jennifer Hudson in a similar halftime act. People, unfortunately, are critical of the last year's All-Star Game and felt it was not a competitive game. Silver said the feeling was that maybe we gotten carried away a little bit with the entertainment aspect. We have to return to basketball. It is about the game. That's ultimately how we're going to be judged. Indiana, long hailed as a basketball haven, seen respective to the change, especially early in the evening. Larry Bird, the Hall of Famer, product of Indiana State, welcomed the crowd with enthusiastic "Indy, start your engines," and Pacer legend Reggie Miller took the microphone at the center court before the game to reminisce on his 18-year career with Indiana. Many places consider themselves the home of basketball, and Indiana is basketball country, Miller said to loud applause. But throughout, the structural change didn't produce a better balance between offense and defense. The East and West scored at a breakneck pace from the jump. The East began pulling away before halftime and set records by making 42 3 points and attempting 97 at a fitting perimeter onslaught during the modern NBA runaway scoring boom. Now that's crazy, man. That is absolutely crazy, man. Okay. Damn. That is crazy. 211 points, 397 altogether. That's crazy. Okay. Let me the 33-year-old Lillard, who was traded in Portland Trailblazers last summer, didn't slow down after the halftime, switching the three-point attempt from half court early in the third quarter and another in the game following minutes. Once we came out in the third, we made a lot of shots. Lillard said everybody was asking what the score record was. We found out, and when we went after it. James, who was nursing an ankle injury, entered the All-Star break, posting 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in 14 minutes before seeding the stage for second half. Los Angeles Lakers star drew O's and Ahs by throwing down a pair of powerful dunks. I did seek treatment the last few days trying to get my ankle strong and back to where I felt confident that I can finish off these last third of the season, James said before the game. I can get out there and run around with the young guys for a little bit and then shut it down at some point to give my body and my ankle, more importantly, another opportunity to rest. With James' absence and Joker's coasting for much of the contest, the West lacked the firepower to pull itself back into the contest, and the NBA was denied the hard-fought crunch time it was hoping to produce. Minnesota Timberwolves big man Karl-Anthony Towns filled in the gap for the West, scoring a game-high 50 points off the bench. The crowd remained largely quiet as the team traded baskets in what amounted to a square plus of garbage time. As the East led to the balloon to more than 25 points in the fourth quarter, a few fans in the upper bowels began to chant defense. Their pleas proved to be in vain. I think the All-Star game could be more competitive, Lillard said. 200 points is a lot. It just shows we didn't go out there and complete like I compete with, like I guess you would want us to, or whatever would want us to. That's just, it is just what it is. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hold up. Yeah. Now that was ridiculous. 397 points between the two. Totally ridiculous. There's no excuse about it. That shouldn't happen at all in the basketball game. That shouldn't even come close to what a basketball game should look like. And it is real sad. It is real sad. This is In the Paint. I'm your host, Jay, signing off.